at manunulat ng panitikang Pilipino, halina't tuklasin ang yaman ng ating panitikan, ang pamana ng ating lahi. Ito ang Sari-Sari, tuwing Miyerkules, 11 ng umaga, dito sa Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
Iwasan ang pagkakaroon at pagkalat ng sakit na COVID-19. Palagiang maghugas ng kamay. I-check ang temperatura para sa lagnat. Umiwas sa matataong lugar. Iwasang hawakan ang mukha kapag hindi pa nakakapaghugas ng mga kamay. Iwasan muna ang pagyakap, beso-beso o paghalik sa ngayon. Maging maingat, maging ligtas.
Basta't laging handa at sama-sama, kaya natin to. Hatid sa inyo ng PCOO, DOH, KBP at ng himpilang ito.
Jesuit Music Ministry, music that uplifts the soul. Follow jescom.ph on Spotify and Jescom Music on YouTube. We are also on iTunes and Deezer.
You are listening to World College Radio Day.
Hi, I'm Chris.
And I'm Johnny.
Hi, I'm Guy.
And I'm Will. We're from the band Coldplay, and we support College Radio Day.
Hey, this is Sean Lennon, and I support College Radio.
Estás escuchando el Día Mundial de la Radio Universitaria.
Hey everybody, this is Grace Potter. Thank you for supporting World College Radio Day.
Salut, vous écoutez le Jour mondial des radios universitaires.
Hi, this is Jeremiah Freites from Lumineers, and I support World College Radio Day.
Hi, I'm Alanis Morissette, and I support college radio. But I won't do your homework. Please don't ask me.
And I love college.
This is World College Radio Day.
Get your daily dose of inspiration through our music. Follow Jescom.ph on Spotify and Jescom Music on YouTube.
Do you have concerns or problems about the school? Pag may dilema, huwag mag-alala.
Sabihin sa sango. Pag may dilema, huwag mag-alala.
Locate our boxes around campus and simply fill out the forms in the stations. Drop them in the box and boom, you're done. You can also fill out our forms online. This is a service brought to you by Your Sanggu. Pag may problema, huwag mag-alala.
Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM. Mga Katipuneros, it's time to level up! Your talk variety program showcasing the best in media and other fields. As we feature the most loved personalities and the best practices of what we truly refer to as Magis. Together with multi-awarded multimedia guru Mr. Noel Ferrer, let's all level up every Fridays from 3 to 6 p.m. here on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
Calling on all young male professionals. Do you wish to live an extraordinary life? Are you tired of the routine and mundane and long for a dynamic, adventurous, and even dangerous life? Do you wish to make your life count and hope to make an impact long after you're gone? Do you wish to live a life of service to society, to country, and to dear Mother Earth? Then you are the one we are looking for. Consider the Society of Jesus. Join the Church's gallant army and turn your world upside down. Call the Jesuits Vocations Promotions Team 426-6101, local 3406. Once again, 426-6101, local 3406.
Meron? Ano nga ba ang meron? Paano nga bang mabuhay ng tapat sa meron? Don't you wish you can relive your philo classes? The terror teachers? The terrible oral exams? Or the even terrifying but liberating and life-changing aha moments? Lundagin mo, baby! Here's your chance! Lundagin mo, baby! Kasama ang mga pilosopong sina Jovi Miroy at Ron Capinding. Lundagin mo, baby! Leaping upward, leaping forward. Lundagin mo, baby! Leaping to greater heights, to greater wisdom, to greater magis. Lundag na, Ateneo! Radyo Katipunan. News, insights, inspiration. Radyo Katipunan. Down from the hill, and down to the world. Radyo Katipunan, the voice of the Blue Eagle.
Radyo, 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 katipunan. Radyo, katipunan. Radyo, katipunan. Radyo, 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 katipunan. Radyo, 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 katipunan. The voice of the Blue Eagle, kami di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama. Buhay atin sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng eskwela. Radyo, 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 katipunan. Radyo, 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 katipunan. Radyo, radyo, katipunan. Radyo, katipunan. Kawal ni Ignacio, katipunero sugo. Todo sa kayod, tunong at tulong. Lipad na Blue Eagle, galing hiding at tigil.
Hello everyone! My name is Bacani, your favorite Filipino senior na always funny pero jokes are always corny from 4 BS Management Engineering. And welcome back to another week of meaningful conversations with our beloved organizations right here at Kwentuhang MVP. We are coming to you loud and live from our homes via the Facebook pages of Radio-Katipunan 87.9 FM, the Ateneo de Manila University, and of course, the Council of Organizations of the Ateneo de Manila. You can also stream us via Radio-Katipunan's YouTube channel at Radio-Katipunan FM. We are also coming in via audio streams at any Shoutcast online radio station around the world, so just search for Radio Katipunan. We are also transmitting via the 87.9 FM frequency, so tune in if you are within the 2-kilometer radius of the Ateneo de Manila campus. We'd also like to greet everyone who is tuning in a very happy World College Radio Day. Yes, so to everyone who is striving to keep college broadcasting alive during this time of the pandemic, this is for you. So, let's celebrate today's occasion with our new episode for Kwentuhang MVP, and without further ado, let's get started. So last week, we had an amazing time talking about homecoming and how orgs were making their new members feel right at home after Sonder 2021. And with this, we would also like to take this time to apologize to all our viewers, as last week's episode was cut short due to some technical issues. So shout out to Crystal Ventura, Yanatan, and Adria Gavino for making the last episode entertaining for all of us despite the unforeseen circumstances. Anyway, we're back at it again today to make it up for you guys. So let's dive right into this episode. We've been talking about COA and Sonder 2021 for weeks now, but that's not the only rec week that came out and brought the heat for Ateneans. This week, we will be taking a look at the Ateneo League of Independent Organizations, also known as Ateneo Lions, and see how they brought magic and awe-inspiring stunts to real life with their very own rec week, Cirque du Lions. Yes! So, here with me today are my guests. Please introduce yourselves.
Hello, hello, hello. Hi. My name is Alexa. Just call me Alexa. I'm from 2AB Defy R. I'm currently the Lions coordinator, and I'm also one of the Lions Rec Week project heads. So, yeah.
Hello, Alexa. Nice to meet you.
All right. Hello, I'm Ria from 3AV Sociology. I co-head the programs committee for this year's Lions Rec Week, and I'm also the vice president for human resources of the Kalipunang Sociologia at Anthropologia. It's a Lions org and a home organization for social majors, and a home in general for sociologically and anthropologically inclined individuals. Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you, Ria. And Jazzy, introduce yourself. Oh, I think Jazzy lost connection. Sige, we'll ask her to introduce herself later. I think maybe let's start off with some. There we go. Jazzy, welcome back. Please introduce yourself.
Sorry, di ko na kaya yung introduction. Sabi nga naman, di ba? Grand entrance. So this is my re-entrance. Hello, friends. I am Jazzy, your one and only favorite homie from 4ABIS, and I am the president of the Interdisciplinary Studies Association. A mouthful, but kaya.
Grabe. Welcome. Thank you for coming back, Jazzy. Ang ganda ng orga. If you shorten it, it's called ISA ata. Tama ba? Okay, so I think now that we're all acquainted, let me ask you guys a bit of parang icebreaker questions lang. I think so. We all know that Rec Week is still going on for you guys, and I feel that you guys are still very busy at the moment. So let me know how things are been going with you guys. Maybe let's follow the order na lang then.
Ooh, okay. Well, thank you for checking in on us. Recently, we've kind of been dwindling down, except for programs. I think Rio can get into that later. But things have been dwindling down a little bit because we're just entering, I guess, the last stretch of Lions Rec Week, actually. So this is in really good timing. But yeah, things have just been slowing down for me. But Ria, I think you can talk about what's gonna happen later for us.
Right. So, like Alexa said, I guess it's the programs committee who's like on the front line, if you will, for this week. So yeah, the past week has been pretty hectic since I'll start off with a plug na agad. Our main event is happening later on. So that's parang our culminating activity, wherein we'll showcase the different Lions orgs. We'll have a bunch of performances. So yeah, that's happening later at 5. So yeah, the past week has been pretty hectic on our end as programs leading up to that event for later. I guess, yeah, quite challenging as well, because in addition to that, I mentioned Kasa a while ago, I'm also handling Rec Week applications for that. So I had to juggle like the task with Lions Rec Week as well as the task for Kasa, in addition to my other commitments. So that was a bit of a challenge, and it still is. But I guess overall, it's been a great experience since I do have a reliable programs committee naman. Shout out to Lester, Alex, Cassie, and Jem. Yeah, the whole experience is super fun so far.
Thank you so much, Ria. Last, Jazzy.
So I'm not disconnecting na anytime soon. Don't worry about that. For me naman, since I'm not directly working on the Lion stuff, for my org, technically speaking, like what Alexa said, things are, slowing down, I guess Rec Week wise, but then now we have to prepare for other things. So yung mga GA and then all the other programs moving forward. So there's that. Also, shout out to CASA. I'm also an officer there, external. So find me in your emails or something, everyone. Ganun lang yan.
Ayun, thank you guys so much. I think we all know that we've been in the online setting for a while now. I just want to know, how are you guys settling in the second year of our online setup?
Ooh, nakaka-trigger ang question na yan. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, you know what? This has been I think the 3rd or 4th day that I haven't had proper sleep. I've been staying up until 6 in the morning just trying to get my things done. But the only thing, honestly, that I can say is my silver lining. Wow, Catriona, she said, is being on Discord with my friends. I think that's kind of how I'm coping, how I'm settling, having to stay up so early in the wee hours of the night. It helps a lot, I think, trying to kind of navigate through the online setup together. So the struggle, you were not alone. So yeah, that's about it for me.
Okay. How about you, Ria?
I super resonate with Alexa na I'm also constantly on Discord 24/7. I mean, who wants it to be online setup, right? But yan nga, I definitely admire our capability of, especially the orgs, to innovate and work with our given circumstances.
And I'll transition myself, Jazzy. So for me naman, I would also like to echo all the sentiments. Especially, I guess, for Bax and I, na it's our last year. So it's quite sad na it's really online. But you know, you do what you have to make it fun. So ayun nga, almost always on Discord din. Nakakailang mga server hopping na lang, ganun. Hindi pong, Jazzy, let's go. Okay, let's go. Ayun, ayoko na, Bax.
I agree with all your sentiments, guys. Naging discussion board, no? Sobrang relatable though, kasi I think more and more Athenians or just students in general have been going to Discord as a way for them to cope with the online setting. And we're thankful for Discord talaga, for all the services that that platform has given us talaga. Without Discord, I don't know how we're gonna survive. Maybe an org setting, or maybe just really for fun lang with your friends. Okay, we were talking about ACADS kanina. I think you guys were saying na you've been studying in Discord to catch up with your friends and also with your deliverables at school. And I think this is very fitting. How about your class requirements naman, guys? Is it starting to pile up na at this point in the semester? How's school been for you guys?
Man, you know what? If I could kind of encapsulate how it feels like midterms, but it's not midterms. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's the semestral setup or like we're kind of stuck in the mindset that it's still quarterly. So I'm not sure if it's the same for others, but for me, I kind of have to feel like I have to finish everything so fast, and it makes me so uneasy when I have a few subjects that are just chilling, like we have nothing for the week, and I'm just like, wait, this feels really wrong right now. But yeah, honestly, it really is just that I don't know if it's a me thing. It's probably a me problem that I still have to overcome, that we don't have to treat the semestral setup as a quarterly setup. I think we're given the leisure of time anyway. So yeah, that's about it on that question for me.
Thank you so much, Alexa. How about you, Ria?
For me naman, I'm definitely with Alexa and like figuring out how to pace myself in the semestral setup. It sort of feel like with semestral setup that it's like midterms every other week for some reason. But yeah, as a social major, we really have a lot of readings, so I'm kind of crying about that. But resonating back, I guess, blockmates have been super helpful to make this whole experience a whole lot more tolerable. So yun, okay naman, I think.
Sana you're still staying strong, Ria. You got this. How about you, Jazz?
I would like to say I want to take a loa from life. I'm kidding. It's just, ayun. Okay naman ako sa ACADS, honestly. Like, I guess same with the others nga, there is that mindset pa na quarterly. So, a lot of it is really hustling and everything, even though you know you don't have to. But then at the same time, you do, because there's a lot of stuff to do. So, ayun, you know, we're trying to make it work. Shout out to my thesis advisor. Thank you so much for being so patient with me with all my sources. Amen.
Ayan. Sa mga nagtithesis dyan talaga, good luck. I'm also doing my thesis, so stay strong sa mga seniors dyan. One last push, and then we're gonna graduate na. Sadly, on an online setting. Pero yun, super understandable with the semestral setting. It's our first time experiencing this. Maybe the prof din baka nahirapan din sila mag-transition. Hopefully, they would understand our woes talaga with how they give the workload talaga. Sana it becomes lighter the next few weeks. And super relatable with the midterms. I asked my friends then a few days ago, guys, is it midterms na ba? Like sabi nila, oh, it's on October pa. Oh, okay. Akala ko midterms na kasi load talaga is super heavy. Okay, so I think we're already okay now with your academic and your other happenings. Now let's talk about Cirque du Lions naman at this point. For all the people curious out there, because I feel like this doesn't get talked about a lot, how exactly do orgs prepare for Rec Week? Is there a lot of work to it? We want to know your thoughts.
This is a very interesting question because I feel like everyone's org experiences when it comes to prepping for Rec Week is very, very different. I guess for me, in Lions, it when you're in that awkward transitory period of going through Rec Week, it's really hard to find manpower to deal with, for example, the coordinating body Rec Week for Lions and Lions Rec Week just in general for all of our independent orgs. So that's really one thing that makes the org work, like the workload so heavy feeling, because it's the thought that it's like, oh, I have to be in like two places at once. And that's really the biggest challenge, I feel like, when it comes to tackling work, when it comes to Rec Week. I guess answering the question of how exactly we do prepare for Rec Week, it's a lot of last minute meetings, a lot of guys, can you meet on Discord right now to adjust something? But that's kind of the fun of it. I think what really comes about forming a Rec Week team, even with new faces, is that spontaneity that you try to emulate online. That really helps with like a group dynamic when it comes to working as a team. So hopefully I answered the question. I not mean like making it all about relationships and human connection, but it really does a lot in terms of preparation for work. So that's about it for me.
For me naman, again, I resonate with Alexa. It really feels like you have to be in multiple places at once. In terms of like the workload behind preparing for Rec Week, it definitely entails a lot of planning for sure. It is a tedious process, but at the same time, like Alexa said, it's a very fun journey to get to connect with your committee members. It's also interesting for me to see how a lot of the ideas come out of the most sabog moments. So that's the fun part for me. I think that's all for me.
A lot of it is really difficult. Anything that comes with orgs, honestly, is difficult. But I guess the fun in Rec Week is yun nga, the different experiences you go through, mga shared drama, so the fun, that kind of fun and everything, and it's really great, especially, I don't know, for me, since I'm part of different orgs, I really get to see how everyone does it differently, especially for those who, let's say, are more of an interview basis only, or they just have to go through an application or audition. So it's really fun to see the differences in that.
It's super nice talaga na you guys have been pouring your time and effort out just to make this project very successful, maybe on your organization or maybe for Lions. And we can see it naman. You've been posting a lot of promotional posts sa Facebook, and it's super funny. I think I agree with that, yung where you get those witty ideas are from sabogness, because I can see that, okay, your posts are pretty sabog but super funny. But it's in a good way siya na post. Sobrang matutuwa, and then it's good for the Athenians because it's so relatable for us. And that's where it comes into play na Rec Week is seen as a special event for all Athenians. And speaking of a special event, Rec Week is a special time for everyone, the Ateneo students, also org leaders, and the Ateneo community. Maybe when you're applying for organizations, or maybe you're already part of an organization yourself. So my question here for you guys is, what is the favorite thing about it all, about Rec Week?
It's really hard to name one thing. But honestly, I think not my bias, K-pop group girl, my bias in Rec Week is, my favorite thing really is getting closer to the people that you thought you were already close with already. Not only that, but then it really all boils down from you a few days ago kasi, not this short anecdote, but I received a birthday palangka from one of my friends, and he said something about how they say that you meet your lifelong uni friends in through org work, and I feel like Rec Week, because it's such a big event, and the stakes are really high when it comes to Rec Week for every org, not just Co, not just for Lions, but all the orgs under those two umbrellas. You kind of really have to devote a lot of your time to it, and even though that it's super stressful, what makes the process so enjoyable is really getting to spend that time and that stress with everyone else. It's really my favorite thing. I love it when my like org mates go like, guys, can you hop on Discord right now? And it's really those moments that you share when the sun comes up at 5 in the morning and you're working on something. It's, you know, when you're in the online setting, you kind of get to realize that you have to kind of romanticize your life a little bit. That's why it's hard to pinpoint really one favorite thing, because I love it all. I love the whole experience.
Thank you so much, Alex. How about you, Ria? What is your favorite, or what are your favorites?
I think I'll go with the plural favorites also. So in terms of Lions, naman my Rec Week experience, the programs committee, of course I can only speak for myself, but the programs committee and Lions, our dynamic really feels like family. So I guess that's one of the highlights talaga, getting to work with them. Super fun group, they have amazing ideas, and I love working with them. In terms of Kasa naman, since I mentioned I'm handling screenings also for Kasa. I guess the highlight really is meeting people. Yun nga, I've been handling the screenings, and there were days wherein super stacked talaga yung day ko with other meetings on top of screenings, and you can't help but feel super overwhelmed and tired. But the surprising thing was, after every screening that I handled, the redeeming factor was after I left that screening, in a sense, I felt refueled, because it's the exchange talaga of human experiences that I appreciated. It was invigorating in a sense to learn from their perspectives, and to kind of be reminded na why you're here, and that what you're doing is actually touching the lives of other people. So yon.
Ayan, quotable quotes daw. Okay, Jazzy, how about you?
Ako talaga yung hinuli. Pwede bang same thoughts? Next question, please. Hindi. Pero for me, I guess, since they touched on a lot of things already, mine would really have to be yung afterthought ng Rec Week, when people say na, I saw this poster, or I was I was stopped by someone, that's why I joined, but then now I'm really enjoying. So parang yun yung pinaka nakaka-fulfill ng puso ko na, wow, people are actually enjoying the org, and it all starts syempre from Rec Week. And if they didn't start naman sa Rec Week, if we didn't pour our hearts, ano yun? Pour our hearts out sa Rec Week, then they wouldn't even be here right now. So, ayun lang, the people. It's always the people at the end of the day. Like, why you're doing this. So, ayun. Ikaw, Bax, kamusta?
Thank you. Sasagot na rin pala ako kung na favorite ko. Joke lang. With your answers talaga, I'm super glad that what I've heard is it's always for our constituents talaga. And it always comes back to it talaga. Your journey in org life talaga begins with registering through orgs. But then, speaking of the beginnings of things, I want to know more about how the theme of the Lions Rec Week started. What's the thought process behind Cirque du Lions? How was the theme formed? Yan ang pinakamagandang question natin for today.
So, if you want me to be honest, this theme was formed on Discord. It was one late night. We were together, and the team was just like, guys, what are we doing for Rec Week this year? Malapit na. Guys really have to come up with this. But honestly, it was a lot of Google searches of like interesting modern themes for 2021. But ultimately, you kind of have to realize, we had to realize that the essence of really like the theme that we were supposed to go for, or like I guess focus on first, was not in a Google search, but it was looking at just how vibrant the independent org community really is. So when we were rooted, when nothing was working, we had some crazy ideas, you guys. I don't wanna say them because what if we use them in the future? But they were crazy, they were wild. But once we really started to reassess where we were actually like rooting our themes from, and that was our independent orgs, that's when we realized the circus represents such a cool, amazing thing. I think that Cirque du Soleil was the original like inspiration point for us, because Cirque du Soleil kind of makes things that are unique, things that you don't see so often, things that are niche, so spectacular and amazing, and they celebrate it so well. And that's really the biggest thing that we wanted to take away from Rec Week for Lions this year was this is a space that we can celebrate just how unique and just how vibrant our independent org community is. So it's really just celebrating them for their niches, celebrating them that their advocacies and their passions are unique to them. And really, that's about it for that one.
Wow, that is so good kasi ako before we go with Rhea and Jazzy, yung mascot nyo, si Lions. Does he have a name ba? If I may ask.
Yes.
What's his name? Polly, yan. Si Polly, super bagay siya with the team because he's a lion and then, di ba, in circus, they're lions. Wala lang, that's what I thought lang ngayon while you guys were explaining about the team. Sige, Rhea, your turn.
Okay, so the thought process, I don't think I really have a lot to say on this because by the time I was program said, I think the concept was already super well thought of. But yeah, the circus vibes, we really just wanted to highlight, like Alexa said, highlight the unique things, which is what Lions is really all about, celebrating that uniqueness of our orgs. Yun.
Thank you, Rhea. Jazzy, do you have anything?
As a CASA member, no, not really. But then, as a former CB, I really saw na they had a lot of thoughts sa start pa lang. Like, nung nagda-transem pa lang kami, they were like, Jazzy, can you look at this docs? Does it look good? So, ang ganda talaga na ang daming thought process talaga behind it, and they were able to choose something that really encapsulates what Lion stands for. Back to you, Bax.
Thank you. Ayun, I've been learning a lot of things na about Lions. I think I have some orgs na I joined in Lions this week, but this one, like, on a macros perspective, it's super nice. I now know the name of the mascot, the story behind the team. Okay, so I think this is a different question now. We're talking about the highs naman of the Rec Week planning. How about the challenges naman? Do you have any challenges that the core team experienced or encountered while preparing for Rec Week 2021?
Yeah, of course. I guess with any big stakes event,